Hi friends, welcome to YOLO channel. And today's section I am going to give you a lecture on commutation of thyristor or SCR. So commutation is defined as a process of turning off thyristor. Turning off thyristor means the thyristor should be kept in forward conduction state to forward blocking state. To turn off the conducting SCR, the following conditions should be satisfied. First one, the anode current IA must be reduced to 0 or below the holding current. A sufficient reverse voltage must be applied across the thyristor to regain its forward blocking state. So method of commutation, first one natural commutation, second one forced commutation. In natural commutation, it happens only when the input is an AC supply. If the SCR is connected to AC supply at every end of the positive half cycle, the anode current goes through the natural current 0 and also immediately a reverse voltage is applied across the SCR. These are the conditions to turn off the SCR. This method of commutation is also called as source commutation. This commutation is possible with line commutator inverter, control rectifier, cycloconverter and AC voltage regulator. So next one, enforced commutation. In case of DC circuit, there is no natural current 0 to turn off the SCR. In such circuits, forward current must be forced to 0 with the external circuit, hence it is called as forced commutation. These commutating circuits consist of inductor and capacitors called as commutating components. These commutating components apply a reverse voltage across the SCR that immediately bring the anode current in the SCR to 0. So the forced commutation classified into 5 types. First one, class A commutation. It is also called as self commutation or resonant commutation. Second one, class B commutation. It is also called as resonance pulse commutation by LC circuit. Third one, class C commutation. That is called as complementary commutation. Fourth one, class D commutation. It is called as impulse commutation. And fifth one, class E commutation. It is also called as external pulse commutation. Class A commutation. This is also known as self commutation or resonant commutation. In this commutation, the source commutation voltage in the load. So the load must be an underdamped RLC circuit so that natural 0 of current is obtained. The commutating components L and C are connected either parallel or series with load resistance R. The value of load resistance and commutating components are so selected that they form of underdamped resonance circuit to produce natural 0. When the thyristor is triggered, the forward current starts flowing through it, and during this a capacitor is charged up to the value of E. Once the capacitor is fully charged, example more than the supply voltage, the SCR becomes reversed bias and commutation of the device takes place. The time of switching off the thyristor depends on the resonant frequency, which depends on L and C. Class B commutation. This is also a self-commutation circuit in which the commutation of SCR is achieved by automatically by L and C components. In this, the LC resonance circuit is connected across the SCR but not in series with the load, as in case of class A commutation, and hence the load L and C components do not carry the load current. When the DC supply is applied to the circuits, the capacitor charges the value of V with an upper plate positive and lower plate negative. When the SCR is turned on, the capacitor starts discharging through C plus L to thyristor to C minus. When the capacitor is fully discharged, it starts charging with a reverse polarity. Hence, a reverse voltage applied across the SCR which causes the competing current IC to oppose the load current IL. When the competing current IC is higher than the load current, the SCR will automatically turn off and the capacitor charges with original polarity. In the above process, the SCR is turned on for some time and then automatically turned off for some time. This is a continuous process and the desired frequency depends on the value of L and C. This type of commutation is mostly used in chopper circuit. In class C commutation, in this commutation method, the main SCR which is to be commutated is connected to series with the load. An additional or complementary SCR is connected in series with the resistor R. This method is also called as complementary commutation. In this, SCR turn off with the reverse voltage of a charged capacitor. So initially both the SCRs are in off state, so capacitor voltage is also 0. When SCR1 triggered, current starts flowing in two directions. One path is E plus 2 or to SCR1 to E minus, and another path is E plus 2 or 2 to C to SCR1 to E minus. Therefore, the capacitor starts charging up to the value of E. When the SCR2 is triggered, it is turned on and simultaneously a negative voltage is applied across the SCR1. So, thus reverse voltage across the SCR1 immediately causes to turn off the SCR1. Now the capacitor starts charging with a reverse polarity through the path of E plus 2 or 1 to C plus to C minus to SCR2 to E minus. If the SCR1 triggered, discharging current of the capacitor turns off the SCR2. This commutation is mainly used in single phase inverter with the center tapped transformer. This is a very reliable method of commutation and if also useful in circuit even the frequency below 100 Hz. Next one, class D commutation. This is also called as auxiliary commutation because it was an auxiliary SCR to switch the charged capacitor. So in this, the main SCR is commutated by auxiliary SCR. The main SCR forms power circuit while the diode D and inductor L and SCR2 forms a commutation circuit. When the supply voltage E is applied, both the SCRs are in off stated. Hence, the capacitor voltage is 0. In order to charge the capacitor, SCR2 must be triggered first. So, the capacitor charges through the path E plus 2, C plus 2, C minus 2, SCR2 to or to E minus. When the capacitor is fully charged, the SCR2 becomes turned off because no current will flow through the SCR2 when the capacitor is charged fully. If the SCR1 is triggered, the current will flow in two directions. One in load current path E plus 2 SCR1 to R to E minus and the other one commutation current path C plus 2 SCR1 to L to D to C minus. As soon as the capacitor completely discharges, the inductor L is fully charged. This inductor charges capacitor in reverse direction. When the inductor completely discharged, the capacitor is charged fully. When the SCR2 is triggered, capacitor starts discharging through the path. This discharging current more than the load current, the SCR1 becomes turn off. This commutation method is mainly used in inverters and also used in Jones chopper circuit. And last one, class E commutation. This is also known as external pulse commutation. In this external pulse, source is used to produce reverse voltage across the SCR. The circuit below the Class A commutation circuit, which uses a pulse transformer to produce commuting pulse and is designed with tight coupling between the primary and secondary with a small air gap. And the SR is triggered. The load current flows through the pulse transformer. The SR need to be commutated. Pulse duration equal to turn off time of the SR is applied. If the pulse is applied primary and EMF is induced in the secondary, the induced voltage is applied across the SCR, reverse polarity, and hence SCR is turned off. The capacitor offers very low or zero impedance to high frequency pulse. So switching characteristics of turn off mechanism. The minimum interval at which the anode current becomes zero at the instant at which the device is capable of blocking the forward voltage. The turn-off time is divided into two intervals, reverse recovery time and gate recovery time. So what is meant by reverse recovery time? In reverse recovery time, the time in which excess carriers are removed from whole output P and N layers is called reverse recovery time. So what is gate recovery time? Well, the time in which a carriers in inner layer is removed due to the computation is called gate recovery time. So this is a switching characteristics of turn off mechanism. So thanking you for watching this video.